Hello, hope you're all okay. Hope you've all had a good week. Hope you're getting on okay with the videos. Like I said before, if there's any questions or anything that you need, just say. Or if there's some stuff that you want to see more of, just let me know. So last week was quite a nice grounded one. So this week we're going to be working back up to standing work to begin with anyway. All right. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I think I'm fine. You know when it's just about to come. All right, so we're going to start standing. So come and find your space. It's definitely got colder this week, hasn't it, guys? We had snow. Not that it settled around Taunton, but so I'm going to keep the socks on, if that's okay. So just have the feet underneath your hips then. Just find that bit of space. All right, and then just let the weight just move around a little bit. You might want to move those ankles, just treading into the heels. So just take a bit of time to just find the feet, get nice and grounded. Okay. All right, so we're just going to let those feet settle. And then just think about just working up through from the feet up to the hips then, okay? So you just spread out the toes, just widen the base of the feet, maybe just feel the weight shift side to side a little bit. And just try and feel the balls of the feet and then the heels as well. And then also just thinking about pushing out into the base of the little toe. So you've got those 3 points to focus on. And then you're just going to work up to the knees. Just keep them nice and soft, because what we're going to do is move the hips straight away today. So we're going to really just think about releasing through that lower back. So just let the hips circle around about 4 or 5 times each way. Just finding a bit of release there. Just letting everything move nice and freely, and just noticing if there is any discomfort, any tightness there in the back. Okay, and then just bring the hips back to the center and then just shift them forward and back as well. So just moving the pelvis, squeezing the glutes as you push forward, and then just release as you arch through the lower back. So keeping those feet grounded. We're going to then move the hips side to side, so lifting the heels now, keeping the balls of the feet on the floor. Keep the legs straight and just start to lift each hip up. So just bracing through the tummy there. And then bring yourself back and circle again. So as you're moving the hips, try and keep the upper body still. And then again, just reverse about 4 times. So it's definitely got colder this week. I can feel it. I've actually had to work the heating up. Okay, and then just shifting forward and back again. And then we want to find neutral spine. So let's engage through the tummy, let the tailbone draw down towards the floor. Just let those shoulders pull back. Relax the arms and just take your head over to one side. So just keep the weight nice and even. And then just take the head over to the other side. And then again, once more, just tilting and change. And then just bring your head back to the center. You're going to look over. So bring the chin towards the shoulder there. I think my cat's doing something. I can see the curtain moving. I'm just obsessed with being on the windowsill. And then look over to the other side. I haven't let them out yet, guys. It's a bit too cold, really. I think, like, they look outside, they're like, nah, I'm all right. Come back to the center. Okay, and then just let the shoulders move back. So just rolling back first. I'm going to try and get them outside on their leads. I did put them on to just see how they'd react with going outside, and yeah, they took one look and I don't think they're too fussed, so I'm not sure they're going to go that far. Okay, and then just do this a few more times. If you want to, you can obviously bring the hands up here. Otherwise, just keep it within the shoulders. And then just roll them forward as well. So just reverse that feeling. Just think about breathing in through the nose, getting that breath flowing out through the mouth. keep the breath steady, controlled, and then just let the shoulders come down. We're just going to take a few shoulder rises up, so you're bringing them right up to the ears, and then as you breathe out, just slide those shoulder blades down your back. So breathe in to lift, and then exhale to lower them. And just do this a few more times as well. So if you're feeling those shoulders getting a little bit warmer, actively use the muscles in the upper back to draw them down. And then on this last one, just keep them there. Okay, so you're keeping the shoulder blades and the muscles down the back of your body activated. You're engaging through the core. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to take just some side bends, so we work down the sides of the body as well. So I'm going to add a bit more stretching in today. I think we all need it. Obviously we'll build up a little bit of warmth first, work on a bit of core, and then we are going to do a little bit more stretching. Been speaking to some people this week. A lot of people are feeling tight, so I think we all need a bit of a stretch out. Okay, so with your side bends, of course, you can keep the hands here, or if you want to increase the stretch, you can take your hands away. Just use that breath out on the side bend, breath into the center. So keep the tummy engaged, keep drawing belly button to spine. Okay, and then you're going to come back up to the center then. Just stay here, and then you're going to take your arms out to the side, palms facing up. So just let those shoulders roll down. Then what you're going to do is take some twists. So I want you to turn your chest either side. As you're turning the chest, keep the arms out wide. Try not to, as you turn, let the arms come further, okay? So keep them out in line with the shoulders. And again, we're breathing out on the twist. So exhale as you turn. Breathe into the middle, breathe out to twist. And just keep that steady pace, engaging through the core, keeping the hips as still as you can. Just do this a couple more times, either side. Okay, and then just make your way back to the center. Let those arms just release and just let the shoulders move how they need to move. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to bring our hands up behind the head. Okay, so we're going to focus a little bit on core but also balance. So the movement is going to be this. You're going to release your foot off the floor. I want you to take, oh, there she goes. Try and take a side crunch by bringing the foot off and trying to bring your elbow towards that knee. Okay, so we're turning out through the hips. So if you want, just release the heel first and turn the knee out. Hands stay here. So engage through the tummy. And I want you to have this action. So you're going to bring your elbow down. So if you just focus on the upper body first, you're keeping the chest open, tummy muscles engaged, and you're taking a side bend over, and then you're coming back. And then all you're going to try and do is then release the foot and tap elbow towards the knee. Okay, it doesn't need to touch, you're just aiming for that point. Obviously, the quicker you do it, the easier in a way. So you're using the kind of the out breath and the force to lift, and then breathe in to reset. And you can, obviously, if you feel you're going to lose the balance, you're going to bring that foot down each time anyway. Okay, so breathe in, exhale, breathe in. Okay, so as you're moving and crunching here, just keep going at home. Think about this leg supporting you. So squeezing and lifting up through the hip and the thigh. If that is too much lifting the foot, you can just focus on upper body. Just really focus on squeezing here through the center. And then let's try that on the other side. So shift the weight. Exhale. It's also good for the hips to try and just get them to open a little bit. Okay, you can shift that weight right into that leg, so don't be shy. Okay, or option, you can just squeeze, bring the elbow down as far as you can. Just keep that chest open, okay? Just do this a few more times. and then just reset, let the arms go, and just let the legs relax a little, okay? So now what we're going to do is take our feet out a little bit wider. We're going to take a little bend. We're going to take squats, but we're going to take the feet out a bit further this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop down, bring the arms in front. You're going to lift up, and then what you're going to do is take your leg out and swing the opposite arm out to the side, okay? So you're going to bend down, squeeze through the glutes to drive the hips up, and then take your opposite arm and leg out. So bend, breathe in. Now exhale as the arm and leg shoots out, breathe in to reset. You can have the feet under the hips if you want, but I find it's easier balance-wise taking the feet just a little bit wider. When you're coming into those squats, just check knees are staying in line with the feet. You're coming up with the legs straight first before you then drive and swing the arm and leg out. So use the breath out. Think about really brushing and pushing the mat away from you as that leg comes out. You're squeezing through the hip flexors and the glutes. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe in. Just try and take a few more, okay? Good, once more either side. And then just rest. Bring your feet back underneath the hips. You might want to just move them a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to start to roll down through the spine. So let's just let the chin drop down to the chest. Let the shoulders relax forward. And then just take your time to roll down halfway. So just working through the spine. Noticing if there's any tension there. Soften the knees if you need to, and then just slowly roll back up to stand until your head is the last thing to lift, okay? So I'll show you from the side. So take a breath in at the top. Exhale and slowly roll down. So just aiming for that halfway point, and then slowly lift. Okay, just do this 2 more times. Use the out breath to melt forward. On this last one, you're going to stay down. Press your hands above the knees, push against the legs, breathe in to look forward. Open the chest, keeping the knees bent, and then round through the spine as you breathe out. Breathe in again to open, and then exhale to roll up. Good, slowly lift, and then breathe in at the top. And repeat. So we're going to do this 4 times in total. So just take your time moving through, in and out. Really trying to work through the back there. Drawing those shoulders back as the chest comes forward. So just take your time. There's no rush with the movements. Okay. After your last one, just stay down at that halfway point. Then what we're going to do from there is come all the way down towards the floor. So come and take a forward fold. So you're going to soften the knees, bend them as much as you need to release through the lower back and release tension from here. Just let the arms hang, let the neck go. Soften through those shoulders. And then what we're going to do is take a twist. So keep one hand down. If you need to use a block or anything, you can. Open and reach the arm up. Take a twist. And then repeat that on the other side. Once more either side here. Just change. And then let's bring our hands forward. Come onto your mat. Okay. I want you to now just take all fours and sit back to child's pose. Okay, so just releasing round through the back. So if you want in child's pose, you know you can take a little wriggle around, just shuffle the shoulders a little bit, do what you need to do there. Okay. So first exercise we're going to take on the floor is going to be on our front. So I want you to come straight down into a prone position. So legs extended, chest is down. Okay, so you're going to start with the arms in front. So just bending the elbows. You're going to squeeze through the glutes, squeeze the muscles in the legs. We want a really strong lower body. We haven't done this one in a while. We're going to flutter the legs, but we're going to add it in with some upper body work as well. Okay, so the sequence, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the upper body. So you're going to squeeze the muscles in the back to pull the shoulders back, lift the chest up, hands down or off. Head comes down, rests onto your hands, then you're fluttering the legs, aiming for about, say about 5 to 10 seconds, okay? So it's somewhere in between there. So just think 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want to go for longer, you can, and then relax the legs, come back into the upper body. So squeeze, breathe out, breathe into lower, and then breathe freely as you flutter the legs. You're squeezing as much as you can, kicking as quick as you can, and keeping the movement nice and small. Okay, relax the legs, take a moment, and then come back in. So we're strengthening the glutes, thinking about the lower body here. And again. Okay, 2 more. So you can take a moment to release in between rounds. And 1 more. Okay, good. And then just rest. Keep your body relaxed, soften through the glutes, soften through the muscles. Okay, and then from here then, so I want you to keep your arms in front, but I want you to lengthen them away. So the palms are going to stay facing down. We're all just looking at the upper body here. So as you breathe out, we're going to alternate the arms. So I want you to lift one arm up, try and lift the chest, and then slowly lower down. So as you breathe out and lift the arm, the shoulder comes up as well, and then we soften down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so you're just alternating the arms, and as you lift the arm, you can actually press the other hand into the floor a little bit as well to help. The shoulders feel quite tight here with the arms extended. You can do this with the elbows bent. So if you can see from this angle, what you can do is you can lift one arm up, lower, and then repeat it like that if you feel tightness in the shoulders, okay? Because sometimes that can build up a little bit. So just take 1 more of these either side. And then to release, press back, child's pose, or you can take down facing cat. So just use your breath out to just soften the muscles there. Okay, and then from there, let's lift up, take a seated position. So you're going to bring the legs in front. What we're going to do is lean back into the forearms. Okay, so we're focusing on abdominals here. So as we sit back, we're nice and relaxed, not really thinking too much about the back. But I want you to now try and lengthen the spine and engage the core muscles, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to think about moving the legs. So we're going to take circles. It might be easier showing you this from the side. So leaning back, try not to let your lower back release towards the floor. Try and engage the tummy muscles and keep the spine long and chest lifted. We're going to circle the legs around. So what I want you to do, okay, so use your hands to support you. You're going to take a full circle with the legs. The knees come into the chest, so that's going to feel nice. And then the harder bit is going to be when the legs come in front and tap down, okay? And then you're going to reverse. Come all the way over, circle the knees until the feet come back down, okay? So the hardest bit is when the feet come in front, because when the knees are further away from the body, the tummy's got to engage more. So let's try that. Breathe in as the knees come in. Exhale as they come away. And then reverse. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay? So if you want, you can rest in between by bringing the feet down onto the floor before you then pick the legs up again. All right, otherwise you can just keep those feet hovered off the whole time. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're trying to just move the legs. Of course, the hips are naturally going to move as well. Try to stop any movement in the upper body. So you should feel the core really working to keep the shoulders still, to keep that back long, and to control the movement of the legs. Okay, so breathe in to the center, exhale out. Good, let's just do this 2 more times. So once more each side. Last one. And then to rest, we're just going to lift up. Okay, forward fold. Just relax the neck because you may feel a bit of tension here. And just let the body fold forward. So just breathe out gently, and then when you're ready to rise, just tilt the head a little bit if you need to move through the neck further. Okay, and then we're going to come back to the core, so come and find our seated position for rollbacks. We're just going to take a few rounds with some twists, okay? So your hands can stay here or here, you all know this very well now. So breathe in to lift, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, let's just take a few practices, just coming down halfway. So just lower, keep the chest open, just engaging through the tummy and just rounding through the lower back. And then we're going to add a twist in from here, so just pull the elbow back, turn the chest and the shoulders to the side. And as the elbow comes back, just start to feel the sides of the body working a little bit harder. Option to keep the hands behind the legs if you want to. If you are, just release the hand and just see how that elbow pulls back. And then just think and revisit breath. So exhale down, breathe in to lift, exhale back. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Let's just take a few more. Well done. Last 2. Okay, and then from there, just take a little rest, bringing the hands just over the ankles, releasing the neck there. Okay, and then I want you to stay seated, just extend the legs in front. Okay, what we're going to do is take a twist either side, so bend one leg in, okay? You're then going to hold onto this knee, so whichever leg you've got up, you're going to twist towards that leg, okay? So I want you to bring your hand, you're either wrapping it round, place the other hand behind you to help keep you lifted. And as you breathe out, just hug that leg a bit tighter and feel the chest and shoulders turn. If you want to, you can press the elbow against the knee. You might want to just loosen out the twist slightly and just use the hand. So just take a few breaths here. And just make a conscious effort to lift through the chest and keep those shoulders back. Okay. And then from there, just slowly release and find that twist on the other side. So bend the other leg, straighten the other, and just start to turn. And don't force it. If it feels uncomfortable, just release out of it slightly and then try and come back in. Good, just take 2 more breaths. Hello, cat. And then just release the leg, release out of that twist, and then come onto your back from here. So just bring the hips forward, slowly roll down, just bring the knees in towards the chest. They've been very quiet until now. Come on. Not the place to stop. And then if you need to, just take a little rock side to side. It might feel nice to just massage through that back. Maybe just even circle the knees. Okay, and then I want you to just keep your hands onto your knees, and we're just going to very gently just let the knees come away from the body, keeping hold of them so that the arms straighten. And then you're going to bend your elbows and just pull those knees back in towards you. So just breathe in, keep the spine long, knees come away, and then exhale and let them draw in towards you. Just notice how this feels on the lower back. Stay nice and gentle with it. Take your time. Always come in at this point, don't you? It's like you know. Okay, and then from there, just release the legs. Take a full body stretch. So just let your arms extend overhead. Just let the legs extend away. Just feel the stretch down the front of the body, stretching out the abdominals there. And then just bend your knees, and I want you to then just roll back up to seated. So take your time to come back up. You can cross or extend the legs in front. And then we're just going to revisit the side bends. So I want you to take your hand down towards the floor, just soften through that side of the body. Yes. And then just find that on the other side. Hello. Can you tell they've settled in totally fine? No problems. And then from there, hands come behind. Let's just press into the floor, lift up through the chest. And then just let the chin come down. Take one last fold, hands coming forward. Okay, and then just from there, walk your hands back in. Just take any other movements you might need, additional twist maybe, or just tilting the head. And then we're just going to take one last breath in, take the arms up, bring your hands through the center. And thank you. Well done, guys. Hello. Cool. Any questions as usual, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you for next week's video. Miss you all. It's been ages. Just want this to all hurry up. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, thank you again for continuing with the videos. Really appreciate it. It's nice to do them every week still. keeps a bit of routine in life, doesn't it? So, yeah, message if you need anything. Otherwise, I will speak to you soon. All right, bye.